What's up everybody and welcome back to another episode of 5 Cool Mods. Here's a little fun fact, I filmed these intros and basically all the parts for this in the morning at 7 to 8 a.m. before I go to class, and I filmed the rest of this the night before, pretty late, typically right before I go to bed. So you're what I'm thinking about, YouTube commenters, from the time I go to bed to the time I wake up. I just felt like mixing up my intro. I do the same thing all the time. This is episode 21, I've given the same intro basically 21 times, so may as well mix it up with the fun fact, right? But with that being said, let's get right into it. So the first mod I want to show you guys today is More Uniques. This is kind of a hard mod to show you considering it's one you should experience. Do you remember all those unique legendary weapons that you get just from playing Fallout 4, like Kellogg's pistol and that special laser rifle you get from Dance? Well, this is going to add more of those into the game, not just normal legendary ones, but legendary ones that have a custom texture and a custom name that are a little bit more notable. What this mod adds in is one, as you go through some of the different houses in the game and clear them, at the end now you'll actually get a unique legendary weapon, not just a normal legendary weapon. On top of that, it actually adds in its own bosses, so as you're playing through Fallout 4 you might encounter one of these and they'll have special and custom uniques that you could check out. In this video I'm using one of the unique weapons that we did see in Fallout New Vegas. It actually adds in some of those or recreations of those for Fallout 4. So at number 2, we have a very cool mod, actually a really simple and gimmicky mod. Basically, Brahmin Tipping allows you to crouch and sneak up on a Brahmin, and then you'll have an option to push them down and it'll basically turn them into a ragdoll. There really is no practical point for this mod. I guess if you want to kill a Brahmin really quickly, you could turn him into a ragdoll and then shoot him a bunch of times. This was a feature in Fallout 3 and New Vegas that added by either a mod or in the base game, but was surprisingly lacking from Fallout 4. So here's a nice little mod that could bring you back to your glory days of tipping Brahmin over left and right. At number 3, we do have Pip-Boy Customization. This is actually a framework mod. It enables a bunch of other mods to be used. It's been out for about a month now on PC, but only just got ported over to consoles. Due to the nature of this mod, it's going to require some other mods to work. Some of those we have yet to get on consoles, but basically if you've seen any of those really cool looking Pip-Boys on PCs, you should be getting those in the coming weeks. What the mod itself does is basically allow you to change a few things about your Pip-Boy. First and foremost, it makes it an armor item, so you can equip it or detach it to your heart's content. On top of that, you could add some different customizability options, including rad scrubbers and the medic pump and all that kind of stuff. But a little bit cooler, if you want that little extra level of immersion, you could actually make the screen greasy or dusty or cracked, and you could change the font and color of some of the different lettering on there. Again, this is one of those mods that's going to be best used with some other mods once they start coming out, but I felt like I'd give you guys a heads up that, hey, go download this right now, because even maybe by the time you're watching this video, some of those have come out and you can use them. Stories from Diamond City. So this is a pretty cool mod trying to change a lot about Diamond City. Basically, it said that it didn't really feel like the city it's supposed to. So currently it's attempting to change 3 main things. First and foremost, manpower. Basically this is going to place down some more security and protection around the city, making it feel like a protected settlement that even some of the guards will say, gotta be careful before going out those walls. Well, now it's actually making the walls a little bit stronger and a more valid place to be safe. On top of that, it's going to boost up just the amount of people there. It's supposed to be a trade hub, so you're going to see all kinds of walks of life and 20 to 40 more people at a time. And last but not least, scavenging. This aims to make the city more of a trade center where anyone can walk around. Doesn't matter if you're a Minuteman, doesn't matter if you're a gunner, you're going to be able to go here and find low to high tech equipment that you could use like a proper trade hub and just have a good variety of options. All around, it's a very cool and very ambitious mod. This is behind the mod author of Immersive Gameplay, which is another really good mod, so I have high hopes for this one. Last but not least, we have Vaulttec Fatigues. This aims to add in a kind of military style Vaulttec, fatigue. You know, think of those army guys and some of the uniforms they have. Not like their bulletproof vest and all that, but their actual uniform. They come in all kinds of different colors, and there's not a ton in customizability options except for the colors, but they do look quite nice nonetheless. The armor is very high quality, all the logos and everything like that do look really good. Obviously this is mainly geared toward female characters, although the mod author has said he's going to be making a male version in the coming weeks. And all around, just kind of a cool armor mod to have out there. It is very reminiscent of real world fatigues if you look up some of those on Google or if you just experience them in real life. And everything about this is very high quality, I found. As I was looking up and zooming into all this, the resolution and all the details and modeling is very good and high quality. So big shout out to the mod author for that. I know that stuff takes time and it's important to do. That's going to conclude it for this week though, guys. I do hope you enjoyed. I'm uploading a pretty big video. It should be out right about now. The 5th episode of Modded Survival. I think it's the 5th. And basically revamping the series and hopefully making it a regular addition to this channel again. But I put a lot of work into that video. It took me a lot of time to film and edit and all that. So I want you guys to check it out and hopefully you enjoy it. If you don't, then well, on to the next.